Good evening, I'm Steve Kaminsky with MLive.com and the Grand Rapids Press, and I'm with Scott Bradford of the Michigan Sports Radio Network. We just watched Grand Rapids Christian defeat Northview in a great game, 28-21. You know, the thing I take away from this game, Scott, is George Bold, senior quarterback, backup quarterback, came in when Easton Hourdine went down, and he passed for over 225 yards, a couple of touchdowns. Fantastic performance for a guy who didn't get a lot of reps during the season.
No, he's a defensive back. You know, he's a senior, he is a leader on this team, but he's a DB. He's the backup quarterback, but, you know, you saw Easton Hourdine go out with the injury in the second quarter, who, by the way, was playing fantastic in that first half of football. And Bolt comes in, the Grand Rapids Christian offense does not miss a beat. He was fantastic, throwing for a score, more than 200 yards, as you mentioned, and he really went out and won this game for Grand Rapids Christian.
Congratulations to Northview on a great season. Don Fellows said that Northview's receiver, Cody Tierney, the most explosive player he's seen this season, and they've obviously played a tough schedule. What a fantastic player. Kennedy Smith, one of the better quarterbacks in the area, too.
And Christian did a good job against Smith. Tierney was, outrageous tonight. He had some fantastic catches. He reels in. It was something like 170 yards and a couple of scores as well. He was Smith's go-to guy all night, as he's been all season, more than 1,000 yards receiving. And I find it tough to go against Coach Fellows there. He was one of the most explosive players in the OK conferences that we've seen this year. But, you know, he was just outdueled a little bit by James Patrick, a very, very explosive player in his own right, playing wide receiver for Christian.
Exactly. Grand Rapids Christian has 16 underclassmen starting for them. They're 8-2, going up to Muskegon. Do they got a chance?
I think they do. I think that they're going to get some film from the game that Muskegon played tonight. It was a one-score game against East Grand Rapids. They're going to take a look at that film and learn something from it, because East obviously was able to exploit some weaknesses in that Muskegon defense. Now, you're probably going to have to score 35, 45, even 50 points to beat Muskegon. But I like this Christian defense. They're only the second team all year to hold Northview under 33 points here in this one tonight, a 28-21 win. Maybe they can limit Muskegon to 30 to 35 and learn a little bit from the East Grand Rapids film that they're going to start looking at in a couple of days, and we'll see. I like Muskegon, especially at home, but don't rule the Eagles out. Maybe it's the George Bolt show from here on out. He was great tonight. Can he continue it again next week?
It'll be fun. Stay tuned to MLive and the Michigan Sports Radio Network throughout the playoffs, because we'll be providing a coverage right on, right to the end, right?
Yeah, all the way to Ford Field.
Yeah, we'll be there.
I've been there before.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.